decent ball, and our defenders didn't do anything. We're not even in a position to do anything, and all the striker had to do was just put the ball at the back of the net.
Tunde, what about individual players? John Ogu, with this effort that was deflected in.
Deflected. A lot of people have said that there was a deflection, but the truth, as anybody,
if you didn't buy the ticket, you don't win the
jackpot. Yeah. If you don't shoot, you don't score. And he had an attempt on goal, resulted in a goal. For me, I think plenty of question marks regarding how we defend along the flanks. 2 goals from crosses coming in the
Similar
flanks.
situation.
Defenders caught out of position or caught napping, ball watching. For me, these are errors that should have been eliminated since the Nations Cup. Yes, you can say this is the first time this team is playing a game in almost 3 months. In almost 3 months, there will always be that rustiness, that lack of sharpness, as it were. But the way things are now, we do not have the luxury or the time to get this to weed out these mistakes. We have to hit the ground running on Wednesday against a Kenyan team that is at home and that wants nothing better than to hang Nigeria's head on his spike.
Let's talk about that game. John Mikel Obi, I mean, let's look at some of the positives and some of the not too good reports around our team and this game. Mikel Obi is already in Nairobi, and that's good news for us. He's already in. He will be joined by his colleagues early Tuesday morning, in a few hours from now, 1:30 a.m. So that's some 4 hours or 3 hours. 4 hours from now, the Eagles should have arrived in Nairobi. But Yemi, Keshi is complaining. This team will only have maybe 1 training session before the game. 22,000 kilometers flight distance.
Round trip.
It's a trip from America to Frankfurt in Europe, down to Ethiopia, and then down to Nairobi.
I think the coach should just make do with what he had, the situation on ground, because it's no use crying over spills.
We did mention this a few months ago.
But come to think of it, what do we do? Forget about the Mexico friendly and
move on,
or just come down straight for this game, or play the Mexico friendly that has allowed us to see a few of these players, and then take the risk of coming in just a day before the game. As the NFF said, they try to explain it.
Yeah.
Come just a day before the game, before the weather begins to take a toll on you. You play the game and you are out.
Well, for me, like I said, I think we are not in this situation, and there's no use crying over spilled milk. It has happened, it has happened. So
we have played the friendly, we have played the friendly.
Yes, and we are in a situation where
we have to travel and get to match day.
You're not going to get
members of the NFA did not play that friendly.
Quality
neither will they play in Kenya.
Quality training time, and of course, but I still feel that we should be able to get a result from Kenya. This game was important. It allowed us to see 1 or 2 things, and I hope that the coach has seen that and will have the templates to do whatever he needs to do. It's not really wholesome changes. I mean, the boys do need some talking to here and there. Don't open up, don't make some mistakes out of it. I mean, like you said, we created chances. If we had put away all our chances, probably wouldn't have ended in a draw. But I think the defense is where my worry is. If we do not allow, even looking at this game,
the defense is where the worry is. What about the attack? No Emenike, the goal against Mexico, one was a penalty, the other was a deflection.
You see, the point is, if we do not concede goals,
we can win a game.
You can win a game. Even any of your midfielders can just come in.
Yeah, but if you don't concede a goal in this one, the possibility of ending a draw.
But if you don't score a goal, how
you don't win?
No, that's what I'm saying. Let me. Any other person on the field can get off goals.
I mean, this was the moment. Kahata.
Excellent free kick.
This was
I don't
the
think
moment.
I've seen.
No one saw this coming actually.
And there are very few free kicks I've seen this year.
This was about one of the few chances that they had.
Exactly.
Probably their best.
But then, what are they going to do in Nairobi?
Well,
play defensive, come out to attack.
Let me from everything I've read in the Kenyan press,
they are highly motivated. They want to come out to win.
Let me repeat what I said. Kenya wants to decapitate the Super Eagles. It is the biggest scalp on offer in Africa.
They want to play to win
in Africa now,
and that means they will have to attack us.
They will have to attack.
Okay.
So forget whatever it is that happened in the past. These people want to win at all costs. They will take 3 points anyway, by hook, by crook. If they have to force the ball over the line with a tank, they will do it. And that is the danger for me, because we have a team that has traveled 22,000 miles. that have played the friendly match that has not really given us that amount of confidence. When you consider the fact that they played 55 minutes against a 10-man team and could not finish off the game, against a team that came at them, that was more than willing and able to run at them at the flanks, which they had no answer to, a team that could not put away the few chances that they had, a team that had players committing schoolboy errors in the midfield as well.
This catalog that I've put out, but you have to compare the quality of Mexico and the test that Mexico offers in terms of intelligence.
Yeah.
A Chicharito, for example, how many players in Kenya can give our players
that level of brilliance,
that movement that Chicharito brought to the party?
That is dangerous thinking.
It is dangerous thinking because we didn't know
that you say that there's no Kenyan who can play an excellent dead ball like Kahata.
Like Kahata. But on a more serious note, we were playing CONCACAF champions.
Okay.
It was a good test.
It was, surely was.
It was a good test.
For me, like I said, the defense is still... Look, this game we just watched. They got one or two chances. They put one away. If Keshi can get it right with the defense, I'm not worried about not having our top marksmen in that game because anybody can score a goal. Defenders can header, whatever. You see, for me, what really matters is getting the victory. It's not the number of goals.
Any kind of victory.
The few positives for me from this game was Nnamdi Oduamadi. I thought he was lively. I thought he showed directness, he showed intelligence, he showed a willingness to get stuck in. I thought we also had two very good goalkeepers. Austin Ejide and Vincent Iyama more than acquitted themselves as well. And another interesting part is Sunday Mba. Remember, we talked about the fact that he was completely unfit before the first game against Kenya. It showed in his game. But after getting some games under his belt at Rangers, we saw the intelligence that he brought into the game against Mexico. So those are the few positives. Also, we showed some nice sequences of play, some intricate passes,
but the bottom line is,
but we did not show them in the decisive areas.
That's it. That's the summary for us. The attack needs to be worked on.
The defense needs to be worked on. So the midfield needs to be worked on.
The entire team needs to be worked on.
I don't know if I agree about the midfield, but at least the defense.
Okay.
The defense.
And the attack.
Yeah.
All right. Because we may not get a penalty in Nairobi.
Okay.
This is African football. We may not get a penalty in Nairobi. We may not, but we need to really work on the attack and find a way. We're told it will be there. The